Hi, I'm Doshi, and I'm a rising sophomore at Yale University. I'm majoring in economics and computer science. This summer, I'm interning at HealthEdge as a Java software engineering intern.
Hi everyone, my name is Andrew Johnson MacDonald. I'm a third year at Dalhousie University studying data and information management, and I'm working on the HR team this summer.
Hey everyone, my name is Saili Matekar. I'm working on my master's degree in information technology from University of New Hampshire, and at HealthEdge I'm working as a cloud operations intern.
Hello on a sunny day in Boston. My name is Tasha Januszewicz, and I am a sophomore at Georgetown University studying computer science and math, and I am one of the QA interns.
Hi, I'm Sanjeev. I'm a computer science student at Northeastern University. I'm working as a software engineering intern in the professional services team at HealthEdge.
Hi everyone, my name is Doshi, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about my summer at HealthEdge. For the first part of the summer, I worked on a Confluence integration pipeline. The goal was to create a clear and organized representation of regression results. Currently, there's a time-intensive process for engineers to represent regression results. I wanted to automate this, which will save engineers time, allowing them to focus on fixing bugs. How does this work? Let's think about it in a three-step process. First, regression results are posted onto Jenkins. Next, my script sends an HTTP GET request to receive that data. In the script, it classifies it, categorizes it, and organizes it. Then it sends a HTTP post request to a Confluence endpoint using a Confluence API. What this effectively does is create a seamless process of transferring the regression results from Jenkins to Confluence. Let's look at what that exactly looks like. This is what it looked like before, in which there are a list of failed tests on Jenkins. And now there's a script that writes to Confluence automatically and creates an organized fashion, including things such as age and also other metadata. Let me tell you about the second part of my summer. In the second part of my summer, I worked on refactoring and optimizing Bluecard. Currently, Bluecard tests take roughly 30 hours to run. This is quite computationally expensive. I wanted to focus on reducing that runtime. What I did is I looked at different patterns that existed within the code. I wanted to see if I could combine the tests in which there seemed to be a same output, and in the process, make sure that nothing breaks. This is quite a challenging process, but quite educational. Thank you.
This is a short presentation on the project that I worked on during my internship. Okay, so the project that I worked on was called PDV, or Post Deployment Verification Automation. So to give you a background of what PDV is, we in the professional services team perform a set of steps post deployment of WebLogic and connector servers into the customer environment. So these could be anything from checking the status of WebLogic and connector servers, or checking if the policies are loaded correctly into the database, checking if there are any errors in the deployment, or if the dependent software is installed correctly or not. So this is a manual and tedious task that takes close to that takes anywhere from 30 minutes to 1 hour for each run, and it's approximately run 30 to 40 times a month by the team. So there's a huge potential to save 25 to anywhere from 25 to 30 man hours if the whole process is automated. So this is what I worked on during my internship. We developed a tool to automate the whole PDV process using Python and shell scripting. We made it such that it is easy to configure the values and the checks that are to be performed. This is stored in a file format called YAML, which is popularly used format for storing configuration data. Um, so the whole process is triggered by running a single Python file. It takes less than 5 minutes to run. So from 30 minutes to 60 minutes, the whole process comes down to less than 5 minutes. And the checks are then performed, and a summary report is generated and sent as an email. So the user could easily go through the email summary and identify issues quickly and fix them.
So a quick look at what I was working on this summer. I did a lot of general maintenance and some updating of code. So the first thing that I worked on was GenClaim, which is a kind of basic pair functionality test, and I kind of separated all of the different product testing that was going on in the code, and I fixed some various smaller errors. Next, I worked on the functional readiness dashboard, which shows the current state of the release for QA, and for that one I also did kind of general maintenance and updates. And next, I looked at the database snapshot job in Jenkins, seeing if it was working on the master branch and all of the other branches, and then looking at the SQL snapshot job, which wasn't working, and looking at how we could fix that. Then I worked on some assorted automation jobs, including updating Yum, the brown bag update, and the connector artifacts. And then last but not least, I worked on looking at Aetna's location data because it was being changed a lot more than it should be, and so analyzing why this was happening and how was the data being entered wrongly. And that's about it. Thank you.
Hey everyone, so I'm going to take a few moments to just go over some of the projects that I worked on this summer. So to get us started off, I've got the intern profiles. I'm sure many of you have already seen these up on LinkedIn, but these are super cool to do because I got to learn a little bit about what it's like for all my fellow interns to work at HealthEdge this summer, and that was super cool. So next up here is the interviewer confluence page. I helped build out this page, and basically it's a tool for interviewers to reference for when they want to dig a little bit deeper into a certain topic or area when they're interviewing a candidate. So next up here we have diversity and inclusion trainings. And basically what I got to do is I got to take a bunch of different trainings on Udemy that all revolved around diversity and inclusion. And now I'm helping the HR team build out a comprehensive training that we can send out to the whole company. And last up here, I've got reference checks. So as you all know, HealthEdge is still rapidly growing, so there were a lot of these to do. And they were really cool because I got to talk to a bunch of different people from a bunch of different backgrounds and areas of work, and I got to learn a little bit about what it was like to work in all of those fields. So that was super cool.
I work with the cloud operations team. Here I got a chance to work with great professionals who are experts in all components of our application and infrastructure. I also got a chance to learn about the different tasks that the team performs, like product version upgrades for our clients, code loads, environment true-up, and automations. When working with the team, I got to learn about the latest automation tools and scripting languages. I learned about and worked with Ansible, which is an open source automation tool. I also learned more about Linux system administration and what it involves. The main project that I worked on was the TrueUp project, where I validated and updated configuration files to ensure standardization across different clients and different client environments. I worked on key exchange so our clients can securely connect to HealthEdge products, and I executed Ansible playbook to validate the standardizations and connectivity. Also, I learned about upgrade process, which is used to upgrade product version for our clients.